Streetlights are a crucial component of infrastructure in the urban areas, providing safety and security for residents and businesses. However, in Nigeria, installation and maintenance have consistently been a problem for the government. In the past few months, the crime rates in the country have surged at an alarming rate. Car theft, kidnappings, and robbery have become the order of the day. Many blame the dire state of the Nigerian economy for the new development, but maybe streetlights could shed light on the situation. Commuters are afraid of walking late at night. Indeed, street lighting has immense economic and social benefits. In Oyo State, the story is gradually changing for the residents. In 2019, Governor Seyi Makinde kicked off the first phase of the Light Up Oyo State project. LED UK's intelligent LED lighting and smart control systems, combined with the state-of-the-art hybrid energy storage system HES, was installed on streets and major roads in the state to replace the existing underperforming street light fittings. Light Up Oyo State's primary purpose is to help fight crime across the state by lighting up rural and urban areas. Residents of areas like Ojo, Iwo Road, Challenge, Queen Elizabeth Road, Parliament Road, among others, are singing a new song about the state of their roads at night.
It's cool.
It's beautiful. This is Ibadan, and I'm from Niger State. And coming to Ibadan is, trust me, wonderful. Like, the street lights make everywhere look beautiful.
Nǹkan yàtọ̀ tó jẹ́ tẹ̀lé bíbá ìmọ̀ àti dá á ti máa palẹ̀ mọ́ àsìkò yà lè sìn bíbá ìtọ́ ẹgbẹ́ kò sí ná lábàdé wà mí àtàn láǹpù ni kò dẹ̀ lè mọ́ lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ilé láéláé.
And now, Ogbomoso town is the next in line to benefit from the second phase Light Up Oyo State project. Governor Seyi Makinde arrived at the venue of the event in company of members of the Executive Council. The event is a two-in-one. The kickoff of the second phase of Light Up Oyo State project and the kickoff of the construction of the 3-kilometer Under G LAUTECH road. The project consultant in his speech said, Governor Makinde's recognition of security as the first requirement for development is the driving force behind the Light Up project, which he noted will, apart from providing illumination, have Wi-Fi and CCTV cameras incorporated into it.
Governor Seyi Makinde recognizes that security is the #1 requirement of any government, because I don't know whether there's any development that can happen when there's no security. This project, as previously elaborated, is about 224 kilometers of street lighting across Oyo State. And when completed within 6 to 9 months, will not only provide illumination, it will also be the first of its kind to have connectivity, Wi-Fi connectivity incorporated into it, and CCTV cameras for surveillance. Excellency, we are sincerely very grateful of being part of this first-class infrastructure that is being delivered for the good people of Oyo State.
Governor Seyi Makinde explained that the second phase of the project was awarded at the cost of 28,360,975,699 naira 70 kobo. He said the project is expected to cover 223.8 kilometers of roads across all the zones of the state, commending the state's Bureau of Public Procurement for saving the state over 1 billion naira after it vetted the original proposed costing of 30 billion naira. He added that the second phase of the Light Up Oyo project is expected to be completed within 9 months, noting that the first phase in Ibadan is already at 87.5% completion, and that with the relaxation of COVID-19 restrictions, it is expected that the project will be completed soon.
I believe that the contractor will finish up that phase one now, that COVID-19 restrictions on international travel will soon be lifted. They say the reward for a good job is more work. And so this second phase will still be handled by the same contractor, Mr. Letco Allied Enterprises. They brought their impeccable track record to bear in carrying out phase one of the project. The smart LED street lighting technology they used for phase one was first of its kind in Oyo State in terms of the magnitude of deployment, efficiency, and financial commitment. So we want to continue in that routine.
Stressed the importance of the Light Up Oyo project to the economic expansion and security improvement agenda of his administration, stating that with the coming on board of the project, residents will feel more at peace to carry out economic activities in the more secure environment.
We cannot overemphasize the importance of street lights to our state security and also our economy. Even the Bible says that darkness and light cannot exist together. The lights will operate in the dark, but when the streets are lighted up, it gives residents also a sense of security.
To the other business of the day, the kickoff of the 3-kilometer Under G LAUTECH road. The deplorable state of the road, which had caused many accidents, had been a source of worry to commuters. Engineer Seyi Makinde and the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Public Works and Transport, Architect Adebowale Balogun, both explained that the reconstruction of the 3.0-kilometer length of Under G Stadium LAUTECH road is aimed at eliminating friction and congestion and improving the capacity of the road. He said the road will improve transportation for the road users, particularly the students and members of the university.
LAUTECH is at the heart of the economic activities in Ogbomoso land, and we want the students and I want to business in LAUTECH to be able to move between here and the town, and that's why this road is economically important.
This reconstruction of this road, no doubt, is bringing a new lease of life to the students and everyone who have to ply this road.
If you look at the way things have been happening in the past months, in the past few months and years, that we have lost some of our dear brothers and sisters to this road. So I believe that the new constructed road that will be constructed is going to first serve as a security of life, protecting students from going untimely. And again, we are very sure that the road, currently as we are seeing, there will be a street light that would light up the place, such that every incident of security issue will be reduced to the barest minimum, if not zero.
The bad road has been causing serious harm to the students, like accidents, having a narrow road whereby the students will have to wait for the bikes to pass, whereby the students will have to wait for two vehicles cannot move on this particular road. It's a shame. It's not something good to have that kind of thing in the university environment. So I'm sure now with this good road now, it will actually beautify the campus, it will make the life of students safe, we'll be able to have good economic growth around the campus, and there will be security. We'll be having safety because I'm sure with the lights, this place will be fun to be, we'll be having safety, there will be security around there because there won't be any issue of the evildoers perpetrating crime on campus.
It's a good news actually, because when you hear that something good is coming here, of course development, then more stores will be able to come here, there will be advancement of this place, and of course for security purposes too.
The executive governor, we are saying thank you for being there always, yesterday, today, and even tomorrow. You have been there for us, and we must appreciate you for what you have done. We are very, very grateful.
The Light Up Oyo State second phase project was awarded to Letco Allied Enterprises following what the government saw as an impeccable track record brought to bear in carrying out the phase 1 of the project. The visit to Ogbomoso in the heart of Ibadan city, the palace of the Olubadan of Ibadan land, His Imperial Majesty Oba Saliu Adetunji Aje Ogunguniso I, was a full delegation as Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde led a team of the state cabinet to pay homage to the royal father on the occasion of his 92nd birthday. Governor Makinde, who was on the People's Democratic Party's national assignment to Under State during the birthday celebration, is now here to rejoice with His Imperial Majesty. In his goodwill message to the royal father, Governor Makinde declared that his government would continue to accord the traditional institution in the state its due respect. According to him, his administration would do all that is needed for all the traditional rulers in the state, and that as someone with good upbringing, he would never disrespect elders. The governor also urged residents of the state to uphold unity and oneness.
But more campaign, before 2019 election. One of the things most on the way, this government don't go. After Jewalogun, only see as a tackle poverty, as the hunger. Both poverty as the hunger for more Christian, for more Muslim. But for more nation program. And then we back up. Oníbèrè pé ṣé Mùsùlùmí ni àbí Kìrìsìtẹ́nì. Àwọn tó bá fẹ́ divide wa torí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ fún wọn pé kí wọ́n lọ wá iṣẹ́ ní ìṣe, kí wọ́n jáwọ́ nínú àpọ̀n tí ò yọ̀. Wọ́n lọ gbómi lákaná. Torí pé gbogbo wa, whether Christian or Muslim or even traditional worshippers, we will be united in Oyo State. That ensure we tackle poverty.
The governor debunked all insinuation that a rift existed between him and the royal father. He maintained that there can never be issues between them, and if there are, it would be amicably resolved on the father and son level.
Láàrin èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà, kò sí ìgbàgbọ́ tó lè fa áwọ̀ láàrin wa. Tó bá yẹ ká ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìjọba, a ṣe.
Speaking on the appointment of the Babaloja of Oyo State, Governor Makinde gave his backing to the decision by the monarch to appoint the Babaloja of Oyo State. According to him, the revered royal father can never make a decision and the government will overturn it. What is only required is the due process be followed.
See, Kábíyèsí bá ti take a decision. Ìjọba ti fọwọ́ sí náà. So due process ìjọba yẹ kó tẹ̀lé kí wọ́n jẹ́ kó tẹ̀lé. Decision tí Kábíyèsí ti take. Kábíyèsí ò lè pàṣẹ kí ọmọ wọn sọ pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Torí náà ìjọba ti fọwọ́.
The Olubadan of Ibadan, in his response, appreciated the visit of the governor to his palace to felicitate with him. He then prayed for the governor and his team to succeed in the discharge of their duties. Oba Saliu Adetunji, who was crowned the Olubadan of Ibadan in the year 2016, celebrated his 92nd year on earth on the 27th of August 2020. Youth are the backbone of a society. Their participation in all aspects of society is very important. Isolating the youth, intentionally or unintentionally, especially in rural plantation areas, can contribute to drug abuse, illegal and criminal actions, depression, migration, and so on. So, to help youth attain economic self-reliance, the Nigerian Export Promotion Council earlier in the year 2020 organized a stakeholders meeting in Abuja where states were encouraged to key into the new idea of introducing the youth to non-oil export business, promote the initiative, and replicate same at state level. To the Seyi Makinde-led administration in Oyo State, empowering the youth has always been top on the agenda because when a youth is equipped with essential skills, it can utilize them to feed, assist others, and even invest for future use, aiding the nation economically. These will in turn contribute to the increase in employability and add to the GDP of the nation. With the resolve to engage and empower its youth, Oyo State at this event is the first to implement the program. These youth from 11 local governments in the state have gathered here for a training on engaging in non-oil business.
I'm proud that Oyo State is the first state to implement the program. This was born out of the concern and commitment of the present administration on youth engagement and empowerment. I wish to use this medium to reiterate this government's zeal and interest in the welfare of youth and their involvement in the social, economic, and political development of our immediate society and the nation at large. Also, note that more than ever before, the current reality calls for diversification of our economy. The post-COVID negative effects on individual life, especially the youth, calls for necessary response for government at all levels and indeed all stakeholders. While we cannot...
The Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Seun Fakorede, said, with both human and material yet untapped in the states, the youth need to wake up from their slumber, break new grounds, tap the untapped to change the narrative for positive economic discoveries and growth of the state.
As a country, our youth must wake up from our slumber, break new grounds, tap the untapped, make use of vibrant youthful age, our vibrant youthful age, to change the narrative for positive economic discoveries and growth of our dear state and nation at large. The present administration, under the amiable and indefatigable leadership of our worthy mentor, a welfarist to the core, His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde, through the Ministry of Youth and Sport, is ready to partner with well-meaning individuals and corporate organizations that are willing to contribute their quota on youth empowerment. We have no alternative but to invest in the youth. Our failure to do that will have devastating consequences, as already witnessed in some parts of this country.
And then, it's time for the lecture. The youth were taken through the process of how they can be self-reliant, avail themselves of the opportunity to be an exporter by utilizing all at their disposal made available by the Nigeria Export Promotion Council.
The purpose of this program is to enlighten our youth to be able to go into export business. A lot of them wait for white-collar jobs after graduation, which is quite not appropriate. Their parents have spent so much on them at home, even during the COVID, and there are a lot of things that they can do to earn a living rather than waiting for a white-collar job or a government job that is yet to come. So by talking to them, encouraging them, sensitizing them on what they can do, we can change the history of some of them.
The speaker explained that the process to be self-employed is very simple provided one is willing to abide by the rules of the engagement legitimately.
Youth of today, they have to be very committed to do export business. Somebody that is not committed, somebody that cannot do a thorough thing, somebody that cannot pay attention to details, cannot go into export business. And it is very, very important. You must meet the needs. You must meet specifications. The youth of today should get it right from the beginning that these products they are not making for themselves. If they are willing and ready to export, they must be able to do quality products, produce quality products that can meet and compete internationally.
The training wasn't just for youth who had graduated alone. Shola Aderinboye is presently a student of psychology at the University of Ibadan. Shola, alongside other participants, says they have been empowered adequately and they will put to practice what they have been taught.
I learned that you don't have to go into the employment world with what you actually learned from school. So it means that you can actually go out for other knowledge and also train yourself, learn to do other things outside that. I know she talked about exporting and importing and how particular goods can be done. So it means that you can actually go on a research, see what is needed in the society and try to bring up new ideas that could actually bring answers or actually give people solutions. Okay, this is what you'll be looking for.
The program was so promising because we have been seeing exportation as a very big task in the Nigerian business atmosphere for a very long time. This really explores us and expose us to how to get things done in a very easy way. One of our take-home is the fact that export goods are meant for youth. We see it as a business drive for the big men alone. But this has shown us that the youth can fully participate in this kind of program and export goods without having any bottleneck problem. And this is a development as well.
The second phase of the training that will cater for youth from other local government areas in the state is expected to come up soon.